In most knowledge work, there are many sources of waste that are hidden, unexamined, and can be actually huge opportunities for improving productivity, quality, efficiency, and agility. So we want to look at these different types of waste with a very simple diagram that helps us to identify them and then start to address them with some of the techniques and tools that we find in agile methods and lean thinking, etc. This diagram shows along the horizontal axis the elapsed time that occurs as a person, as a team, or even as a whole organization is doing its work. In the middle, the red quadrilateral is representative of the work that that team or person does that is value added. In other words, it's the work that produces some change in the form, the fit, or the function of a product or service, and which a customer demands or would pay for directly. Now, when we mean customer here, we do really mean an outside customer who is going to pay money. So a lot of the work in organizations doesn't fit into this category. And we have to be very aware that this is a harsh standard, that when we talk about waste, we have a very, very high standard for what counts as value added. So first of all, coordination overhead is something that most people associate with bureaucracy. This is aspects of management. It's not all management, but it's aspects of management, including a lot of over documentation, over communication that could be done more effectively in other ways. We also have, before we actually get around to the value-added activity itself, we often have front-end costs. This can be both preparation type activities, but it can also be waiting to get started. And likewise, at the back end, we have a similar problem, which is possibly waiting to get things into the hands of customers, and also the wrap-up activities. In many knowledge work environments, there's also a fairly substantial amount of failure waste. This is the waste that comes from defects, from rework, from technical debt, and the overhead that that puts on a team. Now, these four types of waste are always associated with the activity of adding value. But there's a fifth kind of waste that real agility helps to really mitigate. And it's really a kind of risk, actually. It's about the risk of going in the wrong direction, building the wrong thing, producing something that actually a customer doesn't want or doesn't care about. Directional waste is mitigated in real agility by having very short feedback cycles, so that if you produce something, you change the form, the fit, or the function of your product or service, you get it out into the marketplace to get feedback as quickly as possible. Now, the longer that feedback cycle is, the larger the risk of directional waste, the larger the risk of getting something built that is built wrong. So there's a great anecdote from Ken Schwaber, the founder of the Scrum method. He talks about talking with the CIO of a large IT organization. And the CIO says, you know, we run these projects that are 12 to 18 months long, and at the end, we don't get what we need. It's a bust. Ken thinks about it for a moment, and he says, you know, with Scrum, I can deliver what you don't need in 1 month. In other words, shorten the feedback cycle so that if you do deliver something that isn't fit for purpose, that isn't what a customer actually demands or wants, then you get the chance to adjust and very quickly try again to deliver what is actually valuable. This is just a mental model. And of course, in real agility, there are many specific practices that go into helping us reduce those 5 different types of waste. In every single approach to agility, there is always a shortening of the feedback cycle in order to mitigate directional waste and to continually improve coordination overhead waste, reduce front-end costs, reduce back-end costs, and hopefully eliminate failure waste activity entirely.